Good day to everybody. Welcome back to the Formula Sports channel. As always, thanks for being here. And as always, the support is much appreciated. Ladies and gentlemen, in this video, we're going to be doing, kind of like a Shamar Nicholson appreciation video. We see the work that Shamar is putting in, and we see the progress that Shamar is making over there in the French League 1 for Clermont. The last 3 games for Clermont, the last 3 league games, the last 3 League 1 games for Clermont, Shamar Nicholson has scored. And, he has really in recent times been finding the back of the net more often for both club and also for country as well. For country, he has been in blistering form. This season so far in the French League 1, Shamar Nicholson has played 15 games, started 11, scored 4 goals and assisted 3. Ladies and gentlemen, that is 7 goal contributions in 11 starts, 7 goal contributions in 15 games. That's on average a goal contribution every other game. That isn't bad, ladies and gentlemen. That's good. Plus he had 2 more assists that were unfortunately chalked off because that game was abandoned. Admittedly, we'd like to see a few more goals, but the fact of the matter is that this is a big season for Shamar Nicholson. He's on loan from Spartak Moscow. This is the highest level he has ever played in. It's not every day we see a Jamaican-born and Jamaican-developed player playing in the French League 1. This is a top 5 league in Europe and by extension the world. So it's a big deal. The amount of Jamaican born and developed players that have played in top 5 leagues in Europe, it's very scarce, and frankly speaking, they are few and far between. So whenever we see a Jamaican, playing at that level, and doing well, we have to commend said player. And what makes Bozza's a goal contribution every other game even more impressive is that it is coming for Clermont, who is one of the more inferior teams with the greatest of respect to them in the French League 1. They're one of the weakest teams in the French League 1. And to have, a good statistical return for a forward, to have a good statistical return for a club that is in the relegation zone is very impressive. Very, very impressive. And Bozza took a while to get going scoring wise in the French League 1, but he has really been picking up steam and really starting to bang in the goals now. I was a little bit critical of him a little earlier in the season because he was getting some chances and 1 and 2 chances falling his way that he probably should have done better with. But, in all fairness to him, adjusting to that level of play takes some time, and he is adjusting, relatively quickly and, getting into the thick of things and, really starting now to hit the back of the net. He was assisting from day one, but, strikers are mostly judged off of their goals tally, and Shamar Nicholson is really starting to get going in the French League 1 where goals is concerned. And the fact of the matter is, finishing was always Bozza's Achilles heel. Once he improved upon that, he was always going to reach far. Always going to reach far. I had predicted a few years ago that Shamar Nicholson has the potential to become a double-digit goal scorer per season in a top 5 league in Europe and by extension the world. Will he prove me right this season? That remains to see. But so far so good. We see the progress. We like the progress. And even when you look at it, even when you take the statistics out of the equation, ladies and gentlemen, he is playing very well. Yes, the goals have just started to come in the last number of games. But if you actually watch the performances, 1, he has been assisting from day 1. And two, if you actually watch the performances, how he looks in the run of play, right? He has been playing very well, to be fair to him. So, one always, when you see a striker playing well and does not look out of place, which is the first thing that I was looking to see, if he would look out of place in a top 5 league in the world, having never played at this level before. I'm watching the games, he's not looking out of place. Eventually the goals are going to come, and the goals have been starting to come. And I think that him adjusting to this high level of play is even helping his national team form, because they when you get used to a higher level of playing, especially when because I think CONCACAF is a slightly lower level than the French League One, in my humble opinion. So what happened, the game will slow down for Boza even more in CONCACAF. And in my humble opinion, that has been taking place. And in my humble opinion, we see the results of that. Boza has been banging form for Jamaica at a time when we need him the most. He has really been coming up with the goals for country, and I'm sure all Jamaican footballing fans will appreciate that, and hopefully that goal scoring form continues in the Nations League and going into the Copa America and the World Cup qualifiers as well. I think that will continue. Me personally, I think so. And hopefully the goals continue to come in the French League One as well. A lot of people have been very critical of Shamar, in the last few months, because the goals weren't really coming for the national team, but I have been one of those that have been defending him, because I have been saying, to be fair to him, one, he's playing well, and two, his work rate as well is mightily impressive for the national team whenever you watch him play for the national team. And that's one of the reasons that I predicted a few years ago that Shamar could become a double-digit goal scorer per season in a top 5 league in Europe, because I saw the work ethic both on and off the pitch as well. And once you see a player with that level of commitment, that kind of attitude, the saying often goes, attitude determines your altitude. Your attitude determines your altitude, and I wholeheartedly believe in that statement, and we see it manifesting itself with Shamar Boza Nicholson now. So, a Shamar Nicholson appreciation video. We wish Boza all the best, and hopefully the scoring and the good performances will continue for both club and especially for the Jamaica Reggae Boyz. Hit me in the comment section, let me know what you think about Shamar Nicholson's impressive run of form. Take care, guys, stay safe, and until next time.